Oh, today I want to talk about the Strun Incarnon that is here this week and, the rest of the week this weekend in the Steel Pass circuit. I think it's worth getting. It's in my top three with the Latron Incarnon and the Furious Incarnon, and we have the Strun Incarnon. So obviously you can only get two. I would get a primary and then secondary, the Furious, and be on your way this week. Strun Incarnon, I used to use it a decent bit when it first came out. I really liked I almost said exalted, the incarnate effect. When it transforms, the alt fire, it turns it into like a high power like rocket launcher almost. It shoots like a RPG, very fast missiles, and it's very good. It has nice AoE. It'll do a lot of single target damage. The missile itself when it hits enemies. It's a very good alternate form, but I don't think I have touched this thing since like the Caliban Deluxe skin came out, whenever that was. That's when I used it a lot. For some reason, I used the Strun Incarnon on Caliban. It was always in my Caliban loadout. Not sure why, but that's where it was, and that's when I used it the most. So it's been a while since I've used this, but it's very good, and it's still worth talking about. So I'm just gonna head on down here and spawn these enemies in. Get our corrupted. And the primary fire is very good as well. If you just want to use this like a single target full auto shotgun, you'll have a good time. But obviously the Incarnate form gets 40 big explosive AoE shots, so like, why not? It has blast damage, it has good slash procs, and then I'm modded for viral heat. It's a beast. Um, Honestly, it's more of like I don't even know. They're like AoE beams, like high power missiles. I don't know. It's very good. It's very good. I enjoy it. I've used it a lot. Um, Do I think I'm gonna have like the most insane build here? Probably not, since I haven't touched it in so long. I haven't edited it in quite a while. But it still works. It's still what I like to use. It'll still do just fine in Steel Pass Survival that I'm gonna do then. So let's get right into the perks here. Evolution 1, obviously, it doesn't really do anything. Over here, Blazing Barrel on firing, +5 base multi-shot. Stacks up to 5 times. I mean, what's not to love? Multi-shot's multi-shot. Um, and that's a good one. Um, this one here, it's called Tenno Targeting. Interesting name. One channel ability active, +4 punch through. Honestly, I don't think this one would be bad either if you're going to play a Warframe with a channeled ability. Um, I think this is kind of like choose your flavor here. If you're running a Warframe with a channeled ability and you're going to use the Strun Prime, maybe try this one out and maybe you'll like it. But I just stick with the more multi-shot. Multi-shot's always nice on Incarnons because stacking your transmutation charge, it procs per bullet on a head. So tons of multi-shot is always good for procking your evolution thing faster. All right. Get on to the next perk here. Reload speed. If you didn't know, this thing reloads shell by shell by shell by shell by shell. So I have Merciless on for more reload speed, and I have this on for more reload speed. Obviously, we're not in normal mode all that often, but reload speed also affects the switching time from like normal form to incarnate form. So more reload speed, the better on this thing. That's what I will say. Right here we have another one of these electricity ones. Once again, these would be cool to build for if it procced on the incarnate form, like returning ammo on electricity status. That's pretty cool, but it only works on the standard form. So like, once again, I'm sure there's probably some neat shock trooper volt things you could do with this. If you're just going to use this weapon by itself with no really outside buffs, probably shouldn't be building for this. And then we have projectile speed. Honestly, reload speed or projectile speed is probably good here. You could use whatever one tickles your fancy and makes you have a good day and kicks your feet. But yeah, reload speed or projectile speed, I think either one would be a-okay here. As for the last perk, I think you want crit here. This thing's like really like a status monster already by itself. The Strun is already okay, uh, just on its lonesome as the Strun Prime. But I think with the Incarnate adapter, you definitely want to go for this bonus base critical here, and that'll make the gun feel really beefy and good. Yeah, we're sitting at what, 60% on the radial attack? Yeah. So I would definitely go for the Commodore's Fortune here and get up a whole boatload of critical chance. Makes this weapon very consistent, feels really great. Um, for this one, I mean, if you wanted to, I know this thing has really awesome slash procs, and you can build for like heat and have like really good heat and slash procs on this thing. So like, I know that's a build people go for, but I think overall crit just makes it more consistent. And then we have more status over here. So up to you really. There's probably some unique stuff you could do, but I think this is like the most consistent and the easiest way to get the most out of this weapon with like minimal min-maxing, you know? So we'll go right into my kind of normal build here. There shouldn't be anything too shocking. It's one Forma. I'm built for viral heat just because it's a good, just standard elemental setup. I mean, I know some people like to mod for other stuff and then run Nourish 24/7. If you want to do that, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. You know, I don't have a gun to your head to run this build. Experiment. This could be the foundation. You know, you can build the house on top of it or whatever. But yeah, my go-to elemental setup there. More multi-shot. Who doesn't love multi-shot? Elementalist, we do get big beefy slash procs and big beefy heat procs on enemies with this thing, and it has a little tiny bit of blast. So Elementalist is pretty good. More magazine capacity, at least for the base mode, is pretty cool. So we're less time reloading shell by shell by shell. Um, Blunderbuss, more crit chance. We should be at 100, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 115, 114 with Blunderbuss on here. So I like it. It's pretty good. It makes the gun really consistent. Our crit multiplier is at 6.8 with primed Ravage. So that feels good. That feels great. And then I know Savvy doesn't work on AoE attacks, but I have it on here just for the bonus status chance. It's something that's, you know, when you're rocking 138 already with the mods that I have on, and you can stack that higher for getting like bonus heat procs or bonus slash procs or this, that, and the third. I think it's worth it. Obviously, if I wanted to put like two more Forma in this and run like a primed, what do they call it? Expel mods on shotguns? Are they expels? Cleanse mods. I think expel mods are on pistols. You know, if you wanted to do that, that's on you. It's definitely more DPS, obviously, but I've never run into the scenario where I need it. So you know, and obviously, like I said, for the arcane, we have primary merciless on for bonus reload speed. For the small times where you are reloading shell by shell by shell by shell by shell. So that's my build. Flex slot, probably Elementalist or Savvy if you wanted to put, you know, one of your own favorite mods in. Element, you can mod for whatever floats your fancy. You know, I have Viral Heat on just because so I can, it's flexible, I can run it wherever. We're built for some crit, built for some status, built for some multi-shot here, and that's the build. It's one Forma, so pretty easy to invest in. I'm going to equip my little drone here. And now I'm going to head into Lua Survival. That's where I'm going to head to. We're going to do Lua Survival. See you there. Bye. Oh, we are here on Circulus, on the Lua, on Moon. And I don't know. I have not used this thing in such a long time. Like I said, since the Caliban Deluxe skin came out. For some reason, this and the Xylock Incarnon were just on my Caliban loadouts, and I have no clue why I specifically went with those two weapons. But that's when I used those two specifically the most. So, yeah, no clue why they were there, but and why I was using them on Caliban. Caliban's Deluxe skin came out. I was like, oh yeah, you know, it's pretty neat. I'll cop it. I did. Went to my Caliban loadout, and there was just these two there, maxed out and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I used them quite a bit during that update. That was the Kome and the Five Fates update, right? When the Caliban Deluxe came out? I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Boop, boop. I still need to... I haven't, like, maxed out the Aminata and the Higasa from Kome's update. I heard they're okay because of their, they got the special Serration mods from the Shrine. That gives them a boatload of damage. I kind of want to find a better room. I feel like the spawns are kind of weird here, but... I'm doing okay. We should be fine. Whoa, what was what was that heat proc there? I swear it was a mill. Huh? Oh well. I mean, yeah. Like I said, the Strun Prime, I haven't used it in quite a long time, like consistently. And I haven't changed my build around. I just like, you know what, yeah, Strun Prime, let's yap about it. It's in the circuit shop. Might as well. And yeah, it's pretty good. I don't think it's really changed that much. I'm sure there's always like an Incarnon technician or specialist for like every weapon that someone's figured out some like crazy niche stuff. So I'm sure my build's probably out of date, but it's still good. You know, it's very obviously getting the job done. We're on Lua base steel path, doing just fine. You know, it's not the end of the world. I'm surprised the self stagger. That's pretty close, and there's no self stagger. I have to like really shoot it at my feet. That's actually pretty sick. I didn't know the AoE worked like that. I should have used Caliban for this, just because he's pretty tanky and survivable. He's a nice shield tank. Yeah, and the full auto mode is not that bad at all. And there we go, reloading shell by shell. Very sad. This is like a full auto like railgun almost. I don't know how to describe it because it's not an AoE launcher, but it has that little tinge of AoE, and it's not like I don't know. It's good. It's awesome. I'd recommend this thing. Do I recommend it over the Latron though? I think the Latron with its armor stripping just has so much utility, and the Furus is just such a good secondary that you can slap on any loadout. It's hard to like recommend this over those two. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Out of the bubble. Out of the bubble. Um, Let me get my Incarnate mode back. Mr. Malice, come here. I don't want to have your bubble on me. Hello? Oh yeah, big crits. Big crits, murder the Acolyte. What are we at? Oh wow, okay. Our KPM's kind of insane. Maybe I have to use the Strun Prime more. Well, Strun Prime Incarnate. But yeah, no, I'm cooking. Should be able to hit 100 KPM if I lock in a little bit. Got a little sidetracked, killing the Acolyte there. You know, this little hallway's not bad. Yeah, this thing's pretty good. I'd imagine Thrax aren't really that tanky of enemies on the Steel Path Lua here. They aren't that bad, so I'd imagine we handle the Thrax just fine when they spawn. Well, if I get my Incarnate charge first. Did a Sentient spawn? Oh yeah, Sentient did spawn. Oh. Can you come down, please? There we go. There's one. Alright. Oh. My guy just got slash proc. Poor little drifter. Yeah. Where are the... Let's go. Before I go... where are these Sentients at? We'll handle them. Oh, wow. That guy just got handled. Holy smokes. Alright. Activate the Desert Wind. Activate my little shard so I don't die. That's the Strun Prime Incarnate. What are we at? 534? Yeah, I mean, we're chilling. This Incarnate's really good. If you're a Strun fan, oh, I'm gonna get jaded to death there. You know, I can't DR my way out of that one. That's only immunity if I was on Rev or some BS like that. So that's the Strun Incarnate. Get yourself one if you like what you saw. Me personally, I'm going Latron and Furus this week if it was up to me. But obviously it's up to you if you really liked what you saw. They're all three of them are awesome. Maybe get both primaries. That's up to you as well. But I like to diversify my choices when I'm picking from the circuit. At least that was my plan when I originally farmed them all up. So I would go Latron Furist. Strun Incarnon's awesome though. Obviously, maybe I've slept on it a little bit way too long, but yeah, it's good. Get yourself one. I'll see you later.